LCS week 1, day 2, Team Liquid versus CLG. Pretty standard draft. A lot of OPs banned. TL pick up the Urgot. Response is they take away the Lucian and go Camille. And then Xayah Rakan in return. And Alistar into Rakan is pretty standard. They get rid of Gragas Sejuani. Interesting bans. Those are just what Wiggly does not want to go against. The Kennen into Urgot is definitely a comfort pick for Fallen Bandit. Team Liquid opt for the Lee Sin and Lissandra. So that is technically a double flex. The Lissandra is probably mid lane. And you know from yesterday, Power of Evil wanted to pick the Xerath into the Lissandra. So I'm expecting some type of mage that punishes the Lissandra. So Orianna. They have Camille Orianna. I'm expecting Camille to play bot side for the early game, get the Alistar to roam up towards mid, get control of the river. And I'm expecting Lee Sin to play around mid lane, make sure the Lissandra's okay, pressure the Orianna a little bit, and wait until they get level 6s on Rakan, Lissandra. Coming off the draft, I do feel like CLG have to play pretty cleanly to win this game. They do have the Lucian bot lane, and whenever you run the Lucian into like a Xayah Rakan or an Ezreal, it's kind of on you to control the early game, or else you get outscaled, and the enemy bot lane will be more useful. Okay, so red starts pretty standard. Is that a solo start? Yeah, solo start for Lee Sin. Wow, he's cheesing top. Is that worth it? I guess. Didn't burn his flash. I feel like that top matchup doesn't really decide this game. And now Lee Sin gets a map split, so now your Lucian can't... I guess it's Lucian Alistar. You might not be able to push early anyway. But even when Alistar is level 2, level 3, they still have to be really cautious. Which is not really what you want. Once your Alistar is level 2, level 3, usually level 3, you want to be able to combo in when you see an opportunity. And the fact that Camille's still topside, yes, they have level 3 bottom, but you can see on the minimap, they can't combo in. They don't know where Lee Sin is. So it feels kind of bad. Camille's going back to his top side. He can get his Raptors, and then maybe he'll get his respawn of Krugs or pressure the map. Power of Evil doing pretty well. He burned the TP, is even CS. That's what you want to see in this matchup. That's probably better than expected. Usually you're down a little bit of CS early when they use the TP, but you start abusing the matchup around this point. Especially once Orianna gets blue buff, then this matchup gets really hard for Lissandra if the Orianna has backup and isn't afraid of an all-in from like a jungle gank. So yeah, this is what you want to see if you're CLG. Look at these wards bot side. They have full control. Camille's in the area. Alistar can combo in. This is perfect. This is what you want from the early game. The Kennen should be fine top. It is Klepto. And even if Lee Sin switches sides, it's too early for Herald. If Camille gets the red buff, Lee Sin's red buff, it is optimal because then it's a map split. And this is when you can really punish this bot lane. So I really like this. And they get an Ocean. Strong early game. This is what you want to see. What the hell? That must have been a bug. CLG get them out of the river. Okay, they're still waiting for Rakan 6, but now Xayah 6, he's a little bit safer. So TL can start to play through their bot lane a little bit. Once Rakan is 6, it's going to get easier. But I do like how TL, they do recognize it's an Infernal. They want to start getting control back. Does he even cleanse? Oh no. I thought Lissandra ultied. So Camille took the blue buff. That's interesting. Oh, it was a red buff. That's bad. You can see the Orianna is low on mana. They want to get control. Good words by Alistar. The Orianna is low on mana, so you can't keep this pressure up for too long. Orianna will have to base. Or probably base here. Yeah. So you do have the Cutlass on Lucian. This is when you get the Cutlass slow. You might be able to go for some 2v2 kills bot lane if someone missteps. But Camille's topside, so they can't go too aggro. They're a little afraid. They don't know where Lee Sin is. Still good early game. I'm waiting for the Camille to come bot side, and then they can get control back. He probably wants to do it through the bot lane. He can do it through mid as well. I'm just not too sure about that 2v2 at this point. The Camille can probably get one shot by Warrior, Lee Sin, and Lissandra. So TL do burn summoners and their ultis bot lane, or Rakan ulti, and they only get the heal out of Lucian. So Lucian has Cutlass. They should definitely be able to get this dragon. I think giving up this dragon to TL is a mistake for sure. I do like the engage by TL just to burn HP from Stixxay. But he has Cutlass. I guess there's no wave. He can't lifesteal yet. Giving this up seems like a mistake to me. No Rakan ulti as well. The Camille can walk in with the Alistar. Lucian still has culling. I think that comes back to the mistake back here, which is they're not prioritizing this vision control well enough. TL can clear out this vision a minute in advance. So CLG has a minute to get vision back in the river. Oh, he's just sitting there. Show. It doesn't matter if you show as Camille. You need to get the vision back. If he just shows in lane, they would not have lost this dragon. If he showed right there, let Lucian and Alistar push out. He can even base right afterwards. But as soon as Alistar and Lucian push, they can get rid of the pink ward in the river. And then doing wolves here is greedy as well. They really needed to get this vision back. I do like... Ooh, that's a mistake. I do like Core JJ's engage to chunk them out for the dragon, though. That's smart. Alright, well, 2 flashes on both sides. TL has control of the river. So since TL has control of this river, it does start getting hard for CLG. The Lucian pick is going to be outperformed just from the champion. Zyra and Rakan are going to continue scaling for free. So Camille, Alistar moving together. Stopwatch. Alright, so that's a 1-for-1. That's whatever, not too bad. So finally we do see a full 4-man move toward bot lane. Orianna gets first push. They move in together. I wanted to see these hover plays earlier. Like imagine if Orianna started doing this, if he actually got that blue buff, they could have started to do this at around like 8 minutes. Okay, Turtle top. So what Lee Sin there was pretty funny. So he summoned it top, and Kennen assumed that Lee Sin was top lane. He actually just ditched. He was like, Inferno's coming up, screw that, I'm going to Inferno. Kennen still thinks Lee Sin is top side, so he gives up the turret. Wow, he just runs straight to Inferno and starts it. Alright, so where is CLG here? Where's Lucian? Oh, he's right here. Okay, so CLG is in the area first. They're on a flank, kind of. I'll start Lucian are here. Camille's here. Alright, this is a full team fight. Kennen is looking at TP for sure. So they burned everything for double lift and he didn't die. So look here. Combo. Orianna ulti, Camille ulti. Where's Kennen? Kennen wraps around. Oh for 1. And they get Inferno. Wow, look at Kennen. So they see double lift, and double lift was going this way and then went back that way. So that's why Kennen was running down. But if Kennen went this way, oof, that would have been way better. So double Infernal. Oh, he needed one more auto. Okay. So this game is starting to get hard for CLG. They do get outscaled. They're against double Infernal. CLG need a really clean Camille, Orianna, Alistar combo. And the Lissandra is holding the Lucian on his own. Urgot's bot lane. Desire Rakan's mid. Standard lane setup. Alright, so this is a decent look from CLG. They do have no one top lane, so it's 5v4 on the bot side. Lissandra has TP, so the TP is going to come in. Core JJ lives. Lissandra lives. They kill Kennen. Wow, what's happening here? Yeah, I do like the look from CLG. They did sack the wave, but they didn't get the kill on the Rakan. So it does feel really bad. Triple Infernal for TL. This game seems pretty over. They need to go for something like that again. So Alistar has no flash, right? I know he does have flash. So this is a good call. Like, they're going on the Lee Sin, the TP comes in, they all call to go back on the TP. Alistar's in front. Kennen's in a pretty good spot on the side. So that was nice from CLG. They did burn Kennen TP there. I do like that CLG is staying proactive. They need to get a pick or catch TL off guard. In a straight up 5v5, it's going to be really hard against team comp to team comp, team comp to team comp, and triple Infernal. Go on the Urgot. Let's watch Kennen. Honestly, it was a pretty good positional team fight for CLG. They just are not strong enough. Like, going on the Urgot there, even though it's a tank, they're not taking any damage in return. This is good. Like, look at their HP bars. It's still pretty decent. I guess Wiggly gets one shot. Maybe if he doesn't ulti, it's pretty good. Yeah. So now I want to see TL. They got Earth Dragon. I want them to have a similar Baron setup as yesterday, where they push it mid-wave all the way, get deep vision. CLG's defending their jungle while they just go on PoE. Alright, this game's over. Oh, they actually get a good flank off. Yeah, they're too far behind. Well, I say it's a very strong early game for CLG until they didn't get control back in bot river. They needed higher priority on that. The fact that TL could get a second or their first Infernal Drake is pretty insane to me with these type of drafts. Camille needed to either show bot lane to allow them to push, or their bot lane could just push because they know Camille's there. And the goal is to get the vision back, not to get the kill. And to me, that was a really, really important part of this game. Where was it? So this is the ocean. That's really good. Next Dragon Infernal. So right here, the Camille's going to clear down, come towards bot lane. You need to push out and get rid of this vision. TL should be scared to go in this river. You're running Alistar, Lucian, Camille, Orianna. And then we're doing wolves as well. Lucian gets engaged on. There needs to be way higher priority on getting this vision control for sure. But yeah, TL is definitely very strong at team fighting. They understand what they need to do, what their jobs are, how to peel, who to go for. So I would still say TL is definitely the best team in NA right now, judging from these two games. It's obviously not a big sample size. And CLG need to figure out their mid game, because even against Optic, they had an early lead. Did they have an early lead? Yeah, they did. They got the 2 kills topside with the Xerath and the Akali Sejuani. And then this game they had an early lead. They got the Ocean, but they need to prioritize the vision control and understand that if you get the vision down, then the game gets a lot more simple. The enemy team doesn't feel like they can play the game well. They have to take risks. They don't have full information, and you can punish mistakes.